Welcome to the Tom Barnard podcast with the family with
co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Brett Barnard.
And Kristen Burt.
Where's Alex? She just disappeared.
Going to be a little bit late. She had a family thing she had to take care of.
A family thing?
A family thing.
When you got to work 2 hours a week, it's not easy to fit everything in.
She's got another job, just to be fair, and kids.
And mom is 24/7.
Parenting
is busy.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I don't usually remember to go on Instagram, but she had a cute little story about the kids and Jimmy John's and.
Oh yeah, she told me about that, I think, or someone told me about that.
Well, what about Jimmy John's? I didn't hear
we'll
it.
let her do her.
Yeah, we'll let her tell it.
Oh, when she gets in.
It's a Little John story.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah. Yep.
I see everyone watched it.
Everyone
Even
watched
I did.
it but
I was
me.
like, I even know the story.
I don't hardly ever go on Instagram. I kind of forget about it all the time.
Whoa.
That was
What was that?
I don't know what that
He
is.
dropped in my mic.
Oh my God.
I
Let's have
moved my
another-
hands and I went,
Oh, hello.
sorry,
You wanna
everyone.
You didn't spill your drink, did you?
No, my drink is over here with the lid on.
No,
Vitamin water?
I was talking
Vitamin
about the
water,
booze.
yep. Oh, yeah, I'm
All
a
right.
booze hound.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, what's the latest?
Oh, well, we
greatest.
finally have a resolution to who is going to own Warner Brothers. And I think this is like the big story of the day. And it probably doesn't feel that big to all of us just kind of sitting here. We're going to feel this in the long run. And so Netflix bowed out. And they said that, quote, the Warner Brothers deal was no longer financially attractive.
Oh, God.
Because what happened is Paramount offered $31 per share in cash. They are paying $111 billion, including assumed debt, which outbid Netflix earlier offer, which was about $83 billion. The deal includes, of course, the studio, HBO, various cable networks, of course, CNN as well they got. And they have significant financial backing from Larry Ellison, which is David Ellison is the son, Larry Ellison is the dad,
Right.
plus funding from the Middle East.
Oh.
Yep. But guess what? So in addition, because Warner Brothers backed out of the deal with Netflix, which was kind of like all said and done back in December, they now owe Netflix $2.8 billion.
Oh, God.
Yep, because they backed out. But Netflix investors are very relieved by this news, and the stock is up 10%.
Oh.
So that in the end, I have a feeling that Netflix is going to come out sitting pretty in this deal, and Paramount is going to have a lot of debt on their hands.
God,
And they've got to turn it around. They've got to turn this all around, because now this is the consolidation of major studios in Hollywood. It's going to be a major disruptor and a major loss of jobs, because they're going to lay off any of the redundant type of jobs once they're officially merged.
Didn't your boy just leave Paramount? The hottest writer in all of the world now?
Taylor Sheridan is still there, but he is there
he is.
only until, so he's left the movie side of the business. He's already at NBC Universal, but he will wrap up at the end of 2028 with the TV side of the business, Taylor Sheridan. And then he will be completely under the NBC Universal umbrella.
I have a question for you. What the hell is happening at Paramount? Why are they letting everything just blow up in their face? It's weird.
Money. Yeah, I mean, the Ellisons really want to have an empire. So they own, and I have a little chart here. They own Paramount, CBS, Paramount Plus, Showtime, CBS News, BET, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, Pluto, the Free Press. They own Warner Brothers now, HBO, CNN, Cartoon Network, Food Network, TNT, TBS, HGTV, Adult Swim, New Line Cinema, DC Studios.
Good God.
That's what they own now with this deal.
Man.
Whatever happened to all that antitrust stuff?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. There
Whatever.
you go.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the?
And they do have the backing of the White House, so it is expected to pass. And you know that it was going to be a battle whether Netflix or Paramount got it because of that whole antitrust situation, but this will go through.
God, I
A
didn't
quick
hear.
aside, Derek says he wants to show us a picture. text that picture to 612-431-0125, and I can get it up on the air.
There you go. So you didn't mention how things are going at Capitol Records when you read the list.
Yeah, who owns them now?
There's no such thing.
We
I don't
talked
think
about
anymore.
there is, and we went through this a couple weeks ago. Now I'm trying to remember who owns Capitol Records
God,
because it is still functioning.
is it really?
Yeah,
I wonder if I know any of the people anymore.
I mean,
Probably not.
Aren't they
not.
just
Hey,
basically
Universal owns them.
distribution?
Universal Music Group owns them,
Oh, okay.
and it operates under its Capitol Music Group imprint. So they've been owned by Universal since 2012, following the sale of EMI. Yeah. And the Capitol Records Tower just reopened. It had been undergoing retrofitting for earthquakes. So it is back up and running, and everyone's back in the offices. I think they had moved over to Universal City for a bit.
God, I'll have to get out there again someday. I haven't been in the Capitol Records Tower in a long time.
Just go
You
wander in.
should. It's
should.
such a beautiful
Nice.
building.
It is.
All right,
They
I
still.
got D Hart's picture. Hopefully, no one's planning on eating anytime soon.
Oh,
Because
God.
he woke up this morning, went down to his basement, and this is what he saw. And that is what you think it is.
Oh, not sewage.
Yep.
That's all sewage?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
That is a disaster, all right, D Hart.
Oh,
You
my
are not wrong.
God.
I
Holy
think I'd, move.
Hannah.
I'd burn down the house and move to a different state. Not worth it.
Can I tell people a little real estate 101?
Oh, my God.
People don't ever want to do it, but when you buy a house, or even if you've lived in a house for many years, you should have the company that comes in and runs a camera from your house to the
Yeah.
sewer line to the street and see what's going on, because you get roots from trees and all kinds of stuff, and things collapse after a certain amount of time. You really should do that on occasion. It's not that expensive compared to what it can cost. Well, it's always going to cost to fix it, but it's either pay now or pay double later.
Yeah, we had something kind of similar happen last year. The drain in our laundry room backed up, and it was gray water from like the kitchen sink and stuff. So still pretty disgusting. Not quite as disgusting as what I just showed, but I mean we're still talking about like water from
Yeah.
a sink, a kitchen sink. It's going to be
Sure.
not good.
Right.
And yeah, it was just like a blockage in the drain. The guy came out and flushed it out in seconds. But if we had known about it, then, we could have done something about it ahead of time. And it wouldn't have cost $1,500 to get some emergency plumber come out.
That's a nice thing about new builds. It's all new.
Yeah.
No roots in the pipes yet.
And hopefully good craftsmanship, because sometimes some of those new
Well-
builds are like, whoo.
Yeah.
That's
Depending on
true,
the
yeah.
company. Depending on the company, I
Depending on
think.
the
Yeah,
company, that's true.
I don't know. I can say who it is. Melissa's dad bought a house a few years ago. And one day they were using the kitchen sink. Another kitchen sink story. They were using the kitchen sink and it fell out.
What?
It just fell off out of the counter down because it wasn't anchored properly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the builders, they didn't anchor it properly. I don't know if they used the wrong epoxy or what, but yeah, they were washing dishes and the sink just fell. And this is a
Wow.
brand new house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's
I
when you
have-
hope you have the warranty still happening.
Yeah.
I have heard from a number of people that trying to find, and there are good builders, there's no question about that in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. But I guess trying to find one if you don't know the good ones
Yeah.
is nearly impossible. Nobody ever finishes their job. Just what you're talking about, Andy. That fell apart because nobody finished putting it in properly.
Well, one of the reasons
Yep.
why is they're using unskilled labor because it's cheap.
Yeah, there
that's
you
the
go.
problem. I've heard that if you want to buy a house, you should look like after like probably the 70s, after they stopped using lead paint. So probably like 1980 to 2010 is like the golden years of good builds. I've heard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, Dave fell
Oh,
through the
man.
hole. So like literally just fell downwards right through the hole that it was supposed to be epoxied to.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
God. What a world. I blame Kristen.
Home ownership
Is it
can
my
be,
fault?
challenging.
It's Kristen's fault. There's no question. No doubt
Every-
about it.
Everyone's home problems, my fault.
Yes, no question. Alex did just show up, but she hasn't sat down yet, so she'll be in in a second, I guess.
She's going to write a note or something? I don't know what she's doing.
She's writing a note?
What's happening?
Yes.
I just saw a hand waving before the screen.
Yeah, that was her.
I
That
don't
was she.
know what it
She heard says my house was 1919.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Well, the house
Yep.
we bought in St. Paul, that was around then, wasn't it? It was like all stucco and yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. That was in
Yeah,
that
because
neighborhood.
the city will only replace the lines in the street. They don't replace
Right.
anything to your house. That's all
Nope.
your own responsibility most of the time. Maybe there's some HOAs that cover that. Maybe there are some municipalities that cover that. But it's a good idea to do it.
Yeah. And it always happens right after you buy the house. That happened to my friend. They bought the house, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, there's a tree branch like growing into your pipeline.
Oh,
They would have had that
God.
scoped before they bought. Then they
Yep.
could have negotiated that.
Yeah.
We should get all of our drains scoped just to be safe, honestly, because you never know what's in there.
You don't.
You
Well,
never
that
know.
And if you have a
sounds
lot
nice.
of trees or whatever, too. Yeah.
What the hell? So, you're comfortable now, Alex? You good to go? All right,
Good
she gave me the
morning.
double thumbs up. All right, back to Kristen Burt, who, ladies and gentlemen, is here to talk about Hollywood and movies and television and appearances. You got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
All the things, like all of the
Yes.
things. You guys, my mom and her boyfriend are coming next week to Los Angeles, and I will give you guys. This is just a little tease of what we are doing, but we are going to Warner Brothers. Speaking of Warner Brothers, we're going to go and do the studio tour, which we've done. Bill and I have done it multiple times, but we're going to do a specific one, which is the TCM tour. So they have a Turner Classic Movies tour on the Warner Brothers lot. So I will give you the full rundown. We're going next, I think, Wednesday. So I'll let you know if it's any good, especially if you guys are out here visiting. It's always fun to know.
Is that still a thing? Turner Classic Network?
It is. Yep. It still
okay.
exists. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, but Bill is a huge TCM fan, as is my mom's boyfriend. So I was like, would you guys want to try the TCM tour? Because that's a good one. I've done the Gilmore Girls tour. That was a good one. They do it at the holiday time.
That's fun.
It is super fun because they have the whole, in Stars Hollow, they have like the big band. What do you call it? Like a gazebo, I guess.
Yeah.
They have that like right there, and they decorate it. And usually Scott Patterson, who played Luke, will come out and greet the fans and things like that. And
Aw.
yeah, they have all the locations. It's great. Warner Brothers does a great job with their studio tours.
Nice. We watched a movie that had some interesting references to Minnesota called Dead of Winter with Emma Thompson.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that a few months ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny to listen to her with the Minnesotan accent.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it good? Did it take you out of the movie, or was it spot on?
No, it actually was pretty spot on. I mean, they didn't overdo it like Fargo did,
Yeah, it's annoying when they go way
They
too
didn't
far.
overdo it. But she she was what was she? She's a Sorensen who married a Lundquist.
About right.
And they're running a bait shop near, they said something about Brainerd and some other city up
Yeah,
there.
Brainerd and what was the other town they mentioned?
Oh, there was another town that they mentioned.
Brainerd.
And he died, and she was going up to a lake to put his ashes in it. And she encounters this kidnapping and all of this kind of stuff. And she does say oofda.
She says oofta.
Oof, da.
That's a Minnesota thing all the way.
Say the
Oh,
line, Bart.
oofta.
But what they did, which was interesting to me, that Scandinavian, carry on, keep going, no matter what, just that, that rugged, we can finish this, with a string and a bottle of bleach, we can do anything with a few things and use whatever you've got, and that kind of trait. They used that a lot in the movie, and you would think that if I just lay out the storyline, you would think maybe it sounds a little boring, but she was so good.
Yeah.
And
she
I don't
was.
think it was boring. The guy that played what's her name?
Judy Greer's in it. You can think about Judy Greer. Yeah.
The guy that played her husband, he looked so familiar, but I don't remember his name, and I don't remember what he was
It
in.
says it's Mark Menchaca.
Yeah, who is he?
That's a good question. Mark
Never heard of
Menchaca.
Yeah,
He's been in all
Judy.
sorts of things.
Yeah. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
Judy plays a psychopath very well too, I would have to say. It was good. I mean, especially with the Minnesota ties. I don't know if people outside of Minnesota would think it was so great, but I thought it was worth a watch.
Yep.
Ozark. I'm just trying to think like The Sinner. I'm just trying to see Homeland. Any of the shows that.
Oh, he was in Homeland.
Yeah, you guys watched Homeland.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
Homeland, so that's probably where you recognize him from.
Yeah. Well, he had a full beard and stuff too, and was very bundled up most of the time, except for when he was suffering from hypothermia, and then he was running
Yep.
around.
Yeah, character actor. Like one of those that just
Yeah.
works a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
It
career
was-
you want.
Yeah, it was worth watching. We were just like, yeah, it sounds and we watched the whole thing. So
I thought it was good. I went beyond just
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
it was really good.
2025. I don't think it's up for any Academy Awards, but I don't know. Emma Thompson's always fun to.
She's
so
such
good.
a great actress.
She really is.
I can watch her in Love Actually, that scene where she realizes her husband is having the affair with his secretary.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's opening up that necklace, I believe, and instead it turns out to be a CD. And she's so heartbreaking in that. And you think about it, it's like it's a rom-com, but she like just steals the show just in that 2 minutes of the entire
And then
movie.
I thought of you, Alex, because for some reason a Schitt's Creek thing popped up on next to watch or something, and it was
Died.
and it was just the it was a little short of the folding in
Oh my
episode.
God, golden cheese.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
Fold it in like a piece of paper. Do you fold it in half?
Neither any
What a loss.
My God, I
Yep.
laughed so hard.
Catherine and Dan are so brilliant in that scene. The
Yes.
whole
So-
show. I still call it the perfect series because I don't think they had a miss. They
No.
they didn't end it. You know, sometimes they end it and you're like, why did they end it that way? No, they ended it on the perfectly sweet note.
It was such a good show. I would like to rewatch the whole thing because I'm sure I've forgotten tons of episodes because it's been a while since it's been on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it during the pandemic, and I almost wish that I could go back and have the version of me watch it again who hasn't seen it before, because it
yeah.
was so magical and in a time that was just kind of like, what are we all doing here in the pandemic? And it was such a
Right.
delight to watch that.
God, she was so damn funny. That folded in. And then he's like, it's your recipe. And he walks away and she's like, don't you dare. It was so great.
So
love her.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Best in Show. That's another great one.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
What's the one about they do the community theater? Waiting for Guffman. Have you ever
right.
seen
Oh,
that
yeah.
one? Oh,
Yep.
I love that one.
Yep, that was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously,
And-
anything she was in was great. Really.
Home Alone. She's fabulous. Yeah, I think I need to go back and watch some of her movies.
Yep.
We lost a lot of good ones, like right in a row between like Diane Keaton and Catherine O'Hara,
Yeah.
Rob Reiner, just in terms of especially his talent behind the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Did they ever figure out why his kid killed them? Why?
Well, he was just arraigned earlier this week,
Right.
and he's pleading not guilty. So I'm going to assume that they are going to go for not guilty by reason of insanity. Is probably going to be the defense at this point. But it was confirmed that he has a public defender because his siblings chose not to pay for his defense, which I understand.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I completely understand. And I think they're gonna have an uphill battle with the reason of insanity, just because there were enough sort of premeditated things that possibly
Right.
happened. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
But now that Alex is here, everyone's not everyone needs to hear the story because apparently everyone's watched it, but everyone's about your Jimmy John's story.
Your Little John, the Little John story, the baby John.
Everyone's watched it, just Mom and Kristen. Probably.
Well,
Probably.
I guess it's us too.
Everyone on the
but
show, I mean.
It's a charming story, so would you
Oh, you
care
want
to
me to
share
tell-
it? Yes.
you want me to- Oh, okay.
Yeah, Melissa played it for me last night.
See, everybody watched it.
I haven't seen it.
It's gone global.
I watched it before I went to bed last night
Yeah, there you go.
Viral
Yeah.
with the
With the
podcast
podcast
people.
with 3 of us.
Yeah. 2 nights ago, the kids were just like bouncing off the walls for bedtime. And Dan and I were both just so tired. And I just randomly was like, if you both can get your teeth brushed, ready for bed, in bed, ready to close your eyes in 15 minutes, I will have Jimmy John's delivered to school and you can have Jimmy John's for lunch tomorrow. And they both freaked out. They acted like it was Christmas Day. And they were like, I've never seen them go to bed as quickly. And Fawn even lost a tooth during this. She was like, my tooth fell out while I was brushing my teeth. Like, oh. And I was like, okay. And he still was asleep, like 15 minutes. And so I got the Jimmy John's delivered and I work at their school. So I grabbed it and I brought it to their classrooms and I ordered them the Little Johns because they're small and I get them a bag of chips too. And I bring Fawn's into her classroom and all of her classrooms or her classmates come up and say hi to me and like, why didn't you get me one? And blah, 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 blah. And one of her classmates said, that's the smallest Jimmy John sandwich I've ever seen. And I was like, it's because it's a Little John. And Fawn goes, yeah, because I'm a Little John.
No, she is.
And she was just like so sincere about it. And she's like, I am small.
Yep.
And
No, but
small
I have
sandwiches."
seen that girl hoover down an entire plate of spaghetti, though, so she can eat a lot. When
She can definitely. Well, and I get the Little John sandwiches because they get so much stuff in the sandwich.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
they
less
eat-
bread, more filling.
Yeah, like there's a ton of stuff in there. There's cheese, there's meat, there's lettuce, there's tomatoes, there's pickles, there's just tons of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cucumbers.
I used to
there's-
get the Monster or whatever it's called. I haven't gone to Jimmy John's in a million years, but that's what I used to get because it was like a Scooby-Doo sandwich
Yeah.
with all the crap in it.
Is that
It's
is
so
that real
good.
bread? Is it real bread?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
good.
bake their own bread.
Yeah,
there.
Jimmy John's is good stuff.
Okay.
When you go in, they have a sign that says free smells
Free
because the
smells.
bread
Yeah.
smells that good.
Free smell.
Yeah.
We don't
know.
have a lot of Jimmy John's around here, and every time I go to the Midwest, I'm like, I need a Jimmy John's.
They
They're
are
so
We
good.
get Jimmy John's every once in a while. That's typically like if I'm not home for an evening, Dan and the kids will get Jimmy John's because I'm like, Jimmy John's is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the kids and Dan really like it, and so that's like their thing that they eat if I'm not home for dinner. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Tom was watching some YouTube thing about Kristen, you mentioned this a couple weeks ago about ice cream not being ice cream anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dairy
God.
Queen hasn't been ice cream for a long time.
I don't think ever was. It was
No,
always a
never
potato
was.
starch thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like starch based.
Oh, look at that. They call me mom in the chat. I have to say that I'm terrified to eat ice cream because of this show. So
Well, Magnum bars, which
Whoops.
are very expensive, apparently they are not real ice cream.
Oh,
They're not dairy based.
they're
I
dairy
don't know
based,
what
but
they
not
are.
cream. They use either certain oils or they use skim milk.
yeah.
Yep.
It's less than 10% milk fat. I still have the search from yesterday. Substituting cream with vegetable oils. It's
Okay.
either palm or coconut oil now. And they have
Yep.
they're now labeled frozen dairy dessert or frozen dessert. So you
Yep.
have to have it. You have to look on the label and make sure it's ice cream.
Yeah, if it
Well,
says
what
ice
does ice cream
then it's
mean?
ice cream. It means it's a certain amount of milk fat.
10% milk fat or more.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
like
what's
a Haagen-Dazs, a Ben and Jerry's,
Okay.
for sure.
Haagen-Dazs is what we eat.
I am
so.
a massive ice cream snob, and like people
Uh-oh.
are like, ice cream's ice cream, like it's all, and I'm like, no, it's
Not-
not.
no.
No.
That is false. I'm
No,
like,
'cause
I would
half of
much
it's
rather have-
plastic.
Yeah, I'm like, I would much rather have the like super high calorie, like really sugary stuff every once in a while than like, yeah, the palm oil.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, everything tastes greasy now. I think we talked about
Yep.
this too with candy bars. I can't even. I bought
chocolate's awful.
The Kit Kat. It is like a film of grease in your mouth.
Yeah,
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
it's weird.
which
Yeah,
is great. It keeps me away from it. But at the same time, I'm like, every once in a while, you want a little Kit Kat or a Twix.
Yeah.
No, I think
Yep.
they
Kids
did
Halloween
something to
candy
the
this
chocolate.
year. I just was like, this tastes weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
And after we talked about it, I think the grandson of the Reese's founder called out Hershey's and said, "You're not using the same ingredients." And they're like, "Oh, well, we are." And then you look and they're not.
Uh-oh.
Well, I remember a few years ago, it was all about the lead in chocolate. And I guess that hasn't been taken out of a lot of products. So you got, I mean, just don't, what do you eat now?
Well, there's lead in everything.
There
Like,
is.
Well, and they're saying arsenic in like gummy candies.
Yes, that was the newest thing, that there's arsenic in all of these candies.
They
wouldn't-
put arsenic in it?
I don't think
But
they
the
put it-
levels,
naturally occurring.
Yeah.
it's naturally occurring, but they're saying it's higher levels than you
Right.
should be consuming.
How do you de-arsenic candy? I don't understand.
There you go.
Yeah, you just
You know.
use your arsenic magnet.
Yeah, your arsenic
Right
magnet.
out.
I think if you maybe had, like, if you're going to eat gummy bears, if you had fruit juice based gummy bears, you might be better
Yeah.
off than the gross, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup and all
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
And this
Yeah.
is what I tell my children because they can't eat a lot of red food coloring. It makes them just like not feel great. And so, yeah, I'll just be like, here, there's not literal poison in it.
There you go.
Yep.
Some
I have a
poison
fun
for
gummy
you.
bear story. Well, it's not so much fun as it could be interesting to certain people.
There you
Well, I'm
go.
not going to
story?
say where we were because I don't want to assign any blame, but we were somewhere, and Ethan had to go to the bathroom. And he went to the bathroom, and it was a bit of a mess. And we were like, what's going on? Did he get into something? Did he eat something bad? Is he sick? And then about half an hour later, it happened again.
Oh.
And we come to find out that someone gave him an entire bag of sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh,
He ate-
God.
I know who did.
Did she post it?
No, I talked with her yesterday on DM.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I
so-
talk with everybody, you guys. I know everything that's going on in your family. No, because I had posted some low sugar drinks.
Oh, that would be why. Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about it.
So those of you out there, if you like to give your children or perhaps grandchildren candy, and you're on a diet and you eat
Joy.
sugar-free, little kids cannot have sugar-free candy, not even a little
Nope.
bit, because
Nope.
this was the bag had like 10 of them in it, and that night the next morning we woke up and we got Ethan, and we were like, wow, it smells really bad in
Stroby.
here.
Oh, no.
Yep.
He crapped his pants.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like 16 hours later, he was still like extreme intestinal distress because of these 10 gummy bears.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What were those
Yes.
ice cream
I don't know
bars
if you
that you
saw
were
them, yes.
you were obsessed with, Tom? Not the Yasso bars, but the other ones before the
The ones
Yasso
before
bars.
it. Yeah.
What were those called?
Halo top.
Halo Top.
Halo Top. I
Halo
was
Top, yeah.
I was
Halo's
eating.
so bad.
Oh
Garbage
my
ice
God!
cream. Why would
It's
anyone eat that?
It was
I-
slow calorie.
It's like one big
I-
chemical in a tub.
Yes.
I was eating them, and I had basically the same thing happen to me. I'm like, what is going on with me? I've got to go to the gastroenterologist. It's like,
Yep.
no, it's Halo Top.
Yep.
The Yasso bars are good though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Those ones
They're
are
really good.
really good.
Yeah,
They're
they
They're
like,
really delicious.
And they
and it's
seem
like the perfect little, like,
It's the right size, and you've got the protein in it. So yeah,
Yeah.
100 calories. 100
I gave them
calories. That's
sugar
it.
for Lent, so
Huh.
now I'm like, I want a Yasso bar.
yeah.
they don't have sugar
40
alcohol in
days.
it.
I don't
No.
think so.
Yeah, how is
No,
it
they don't.
sweetened?
Yasso has, I think, low sugar. I think it's like
Yeah,
one of
it's
those
just
low
sugar.
It's low
It's just
sugar.
sugar, but less of it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's-
Greek
Yeah.
yogurt based.
Yeah,
Yep.
And yeah,
because the cookies
Delicious.
and cream Yasso bars are good.
they
Yep.
are really good. The mint chocolate ones are really good too.
Yeah, I won't eat artificial sweetener. It makes me feel horrible.
I never have been.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to find
Oh,
a
this is
list of
nice.
ingredients for the
Poor
Yasso.
Ethan.
You still call
Yeah.
it the Hershey Squirts? Thank you. Thank you.
No.
so
I
I
much.
love that I was like, I know this story. I heard it yesterday.
Yeah,
Tom, I know more about what's going on in your family than
You do. You know more than I know.
Now we
Because
have
you're
to get
not
on social
on
media to catch up
Not
with
on
everybody.
Instagram.
Well, I have a positive story that no one knows except Melissa and me.
All right.
It's
Okay.
also about Ethan. We were playing a game called Pikmin, which is basically like you're a tiny little alien, like this big, like the size of an ant, and you're going around just like collecting things on Earth. So you'll crash land on Earth and you find stuff, and you don't know what any of it is, so you assume it's all treasure. So you just take it back to your ship, and you just take like the most random stuff, like food items and batteries and that sort of thing. And one of the things we found was a bunch of sushi. So I'm taking it back to my ship, and Ethan points at the screen and he goes, "Look, tuna nigiri." How do you know what tuna nigiri is?
Okay.
kids are so sophisticated these days.
He's never had
Nigiri.
sushi before. He's never had
Okay.
sushi in his life.
And he's what, 4?
Oh, well,
Anything.
I was going to say move them to LA because all the babies eat sushi.
Yeah.
And you see them with
Oh, my
chopsticks at like 18 months.
My
Yeah.
kids love sushi. Fawn had
Yes.
shrimp for breakfast this morning. She was like, "Can I have shrimp for
Yeah, why
breakfast?"
not? It's good.
I was like,
It's
Ooh.
protein. Why not?
Cook you up some shrimp on the stove at 8 a.m. Why not?
Yeah.
That sounds
Make some,
delicious, actually.
Good avocado toast and shrimp.
Wow.
Oh, that
wow.
sounds like it's so decadent. I love it.
Yeah. Fancy child.
She is.
I'm going to your house for breakfast tomorrow. When I show up on your
Yeah.
doorstep, you'll know why.
She eats like a Gen Z, like late 20s person. Like
Love it.
I don't know. She doesn't eat kid food though. She's like, she doesn't really like mac and cheese.
No
She
nuggets?
doesn't really like chicken nuggets. Like she'll eat them, but she'd much rather have like a super fancy avocado toast.
Huh.
She's going to brunch. That's what it is. She's brunching
Yeah,
with the
there you go.
ladies.
I remember it being that age and like looking up to like the older, like the Gen X, the not kids, but like the young adults and that sort of thing, the older teenagers, the
thinking
younger
they're, like,
adults,
so
and think,
cool
yeah, like
and
these are the cool
interesting.
people, so I should do what they're doing. And she's probably basically at that same stage.
She just has always had that palate though. Like
Yeah.
she's always just liked, like I've always called her an egg snob because she, like, if eggs are kind of pale, like for scrambled eggs, she's like, these don't taste like anything. Why would anyone eat these?
She has a sophisticated palate. I get her because
Really
I was like that. My favorite food at like 3 was lobster. I wanted
Oh,
lobster.
God.
Wow, you're from Boston.
But I'm from Boston. Remember, it's
Yeah.
like $1.99 a pound. It's
Yeah.
different.
And it's just was
Yeah,
caught
both my
right off
kids
the
love-
shoreline.
Yeah, both my kids love crab. Like I might get sushi for Fawn for dinner tonight because she has dance and I am not going to be able to like
Yeah, sushi's quick.
heat up anything
Yep.
for her, so I can just bring it to her from the fridge and she'll just inhale
Yeah.
it.
And it's filling.
con.
It's good.
Yes,
It is filling.
It is.
All right, somebody has to go on to her next 15 jobs.
That's me.
You gotta go get her hair done, apparently.
Yeah, in a couple hours. Got to get the hair did.
I'm getting mine done
There it is.
tomorrow. We'll both be so fancy on Monday.
Yay. Oh,
I got
Andy wants
mine
to know,
done
did I watch the
yesterday.
finale? Yes, Andy, I did watch the Traitors finale.
Oh,
Yeah, I was asked about Traitors. Yeah.
Was it Trader-tastic?
Trader
It
Joe's.
was exactly as I expected. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that didn't see it, but I thought it was kind of anticlimactic, to be honest.
oh,
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Because the person we thought was going to win basically won. So,
oh.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, we will talk to you next week.
Yes, have a great weekend, everyone.
You too,
Bye.
thank you.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We shall take a break. Be right back. Is Hunyuk with us today?
Sure is.
Lamental.
Assuming I know who you're talking about, which I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly
Hunyuk.
right. All right, we'll be right back in a couple of minutes. For Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. You may have noticed it's been cold out. You may also have noticed that if you go to TomBernardPodcast.com and click the merch tab up top, you can purchase a nice warm hoodie that you can use to stave off the frostbite. Then, once your arms are warm, you can get yourself an insulated tumbler so that you can thaw your frozen soul with a hot beverage of your choice. And if you haven't noticed these things, now you know. We're rocking, man.
Hey, man.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure that Michael Bryant was going to pop on today because he had to go yesterday.
Maybe.
But at least he's bringing me to you. So
That's exactly
That's
right.
true.
He's there in spirit, baby.
He's there in spirit. Timmy Lammer is brought to you by Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. There you go. Now we got it
Bradshaw
covered.
and Brian.
Tim, did you ever watch Dead of Winter with Emma Thompson?
No, I want to see it. It's on HBO Max, I know,
Really
and
good.
set in Minnesota, northern Minnesota,
Yep.
but obviously it was shot somewhere else. But yeah, just for that reason, I want to see it. So did you watch it?
Yeah, well, it said something about film associated with Minnesota, Germany, and another country.
Yeah, Minnesota, Germany, and another country.
I
Well,
don't
maybe
know.
they did shoot it up there. That would be great. I mean, it's so interesting to me, just random shows how Minneapolis pops up or Minnesota pops up and just in the dialogue or whatever. I don't know if there's a lot of writers from here or something. But
Emma Thompson, she produced it.
oh, cool. Well, there's
Mark
a
started it.
movie coming up called Normal, which is set in the fictional town of Normal, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Starring Bob Odenkirk and Henry Winkler.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Cannot wait to see that. I love them both, and there's some other folks in there recognizable as well. So no, I want to see it. I mean, it's nice outside. Do I want to watch a movie about the frozen north? I guess. Okay.
Yeah, it made me feel very cold to watch it.
Yeah, there you go.
I know they're just walking around in a blizzard and they're taking off their mittens. It's like you never take off your mittens when it's that cold ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Margaret says it was shot in Finland. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
there you go.
The sad part about it is that just because of the tax breaks that people get in foreign countries, they just don't shoot a lot.
Yep.
There was a movie that we talked about, and we had the guys on the podcast here, Brian Netto and Adam Schindler.
Really nice
did the
guys.
movie Don't Move.
Yeah.
They shot it in Bulgaria.
Yep.
Yep.
Sam Raimi was with them. They went over because it's a lot cheaper, even to travel, even to pack up whatever equipment you have, and then hire a bunch of local crews who work for a lot less. Apparently,
Right.
I don't know, but the movie's terrific. It looks great. But yeah, they got to fix that, man, because Hollywood is on its last legs. I mean, the actual town itself, as far as the production center,
Yep.
is on its last legs.
Well, this Normal movie was shot in Winnipeg, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Vancouver's another yacht destination. Atlanta was, and I think still is, but Disney, who was shooting all of their superhero pictures there, decided to uproot their business and go over to England or something. Pinewood.
Well, there's a woman in our building that ran a very successful casting agency out of Miami, and that's back when everybody was shooting in southern Florida. And she said they lost the industry here to Atlanta because they were giving such big, they were they were giving them so much. And it was really, it's interesting to see. I mean, if a film makes a lot of money, they make a lot of money, but I guess it's always a gamble and you always want to have your expenses as low as possible. So just in case you don't make $1 zillion, you can break even anyway or something.
Yeah. I mean, lucky for me, and Tommy, I'm sure you remember this, and Catherine, the time period in the 90s, mid-90s was a heyday for Minnesota film production.
Oh, absolutely.
One of them where they had a scene set at that old TV radio station. Martin Mull ran it. Remember? Jingle All the Way.
Oh,
yeah. But I mean, it was really hot. I mean, it was really a hot place to make films. And I would imagine that there was an actual film board. Now, there is some sort of organization. It's no longer called the Minnesota Film Board, but they do try to get productions here. But, it's just nothing like it was in the mid-90s. The mid-90s was, grumpier old man. Tons of movies.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you for a little inside information?
Yes, sir.
Because somebody just sent me a message that they were watching YouTube, and for some reason, I don't know if they do this a lot or what was good. They were doing the height of all of the male stars in Hollywood. That's kind of, isn't it kind of a weird thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, look, there are tricks, and I've told you this before. I mean, if you want to make somebody look tall on the big screen, you're going to make them look
Right.
tall. It doesn't matter.
Right.
The story, the most, witnessed it firsthand was when I stupidly stood on a set for 7 hours for the Mighty Ducks 3, thinking I was going to be in the opening shot, and they cut it off right before me.
Ah,
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That's
everybody's going to
great.
be in the shot. Everybody. It was
not
Mary
you.
Lou Henner's husband who directed the picture, and I don't know if they're still married or whatever. Everybody's going to be in the shot. I was standing next to Belinda Jenston at Care 11.
Yep.
I think they cut the shot off like halfway through her face.
oh.
So half of
God.
Belinda's face got in it. But anyway, we're sitting there. It's a press conference scene. And standing behind us is Emilio Estevez, and they put a bunch of crates down so he could walk in.
The milk crates, yep.
Because Emilio isn't that tall. So yeah, there are ways. But look, I can see how it could be an issue, say, if you're talking about a Jack Reacher who is 6'5",
Right.
and Tom Cruise's cast. I can see why there's an issue there. But other than that, I mean, really, who cares?
But
I mean,
it's this said that Henry Winkler is 5'5.5".
do you believe that?
No.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Stallone is another short guy. He's
Yeah,
like
he's like
5'8.5".
Yeah,
Well, Alex,
5'8".
it's Alex's best friend, so she.
Yeah,
would
we're
know.
very close.
Yeah.
He's not much
Yeah.
smaller.
You go way back.
Did you think he was like 5'8"? Were you close enough to determine his height?
Yeah, maybe 5'8". Yeah.
That'd be a good gag. Is going to LA and recording yourself following celebrities around with a tape measure, being like,
Yeah.
I like
That
it.
actually is a great. You better copyright that right now,
Yeah,
Andy.
you
That's
better.
funny.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
There was it was like a meme or something going around after they cast in season. Is it 3 already? Last year was season 3 of Reacher, where they had Paulie. Remember Paulie, the bodyguard,
Oh,
who was
sure.
7'2".
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They put a picture of him next to Alan Ritchson, who's down here, and then Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise like
Cruise looked
5'7",
like
isn't he?
half of Paulie's height. Oliver Richters is the name of the actor. And yeah, so it's funny. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're a charismatic actor, they're going to find a way to make you taller.
Right,
and get you on
right.
screen.
someone in
I
the hidden
understand
chat
that.
says the film Marmalade was filmed in Minnesota and it was pretty good. So that was
Yeah, I mean-
2024.
Yeah, I mean, there's a movie called Sold Out, the movie that was made here that I reviewed, I know, on the radio station a couple of years back. I mean, there's a lot of smaller independent productions that happen here. Another one just recently that Bo Bridges, and I know I reviewed this one as well. Marissa Coughlin, who is from here, shot the picture here. So there are a lot of, smaller independent productions, which is great. Any boost to the local economy.
Yeah. Oh
There's
yeah.
a lot of
Yep.
talent. I mean, that was the whole thing with the Minnesota Film Board. They got all these people that are like gaffers and, a lot of technical people
Sure.
that work in the industry that are very well able and worked on all these pictures in the mid 90s. All of a sudden it's like, poof, it goes away. So you either got to follow them out to wherever, Atlanta or whatever, or you're just out of work, which sucks.
God.
Yeah.
Blue
That's
Eyed
not
Girl is
good.
the name of Marissa Coughlin's movie. Is it Marissa? I hope it's Marissa. Sorry, Marissa, if you're watching. But yeah. So yeah, another Minnesota movie shot. Sorry, have to look at it. Yeah, it is Marissa Coughlin from here. Blue Eyed Girl. Watch it if you haven't had an opportunity. I believe it's might be on Prime Video.
Blue-eyed
So
girl.
yeah. I'm Minnesota. Look, I'm born and bred here. I'm proud of what we do here, and I want to see films and productions here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. No
Probably
question.
a short filming season though.
Yeah. You're kind of held hostage by the weather. Well, another one, A Simple Plan. You shot a lot of it in Delano, but they actually had to move the production to Ashland, Wisconsin for the snow.
Oh.
Because there wasn't
sure.
any freaking
Yep.
snow here when they
Yep.
needed it.
Oh.
But they still shot a lot of it here. And it's always interesting when I've talked with Danny Elfman a few times over the last few years, and he scored that picture for Sam Raimi, who directed it. And that's where he met Bridget Fonda, and they got married. They met
really?
in Delano.
In Delano, okay.
Yeah.
Bridget
yeah,
Fonda,
yeah.
you don't see her around much.
No,
Does she
no,
do
it's
anything?
just funny. You know what? Look, I mean, if I'm sure Danny, he's in her residuals. It's like I'm sure they're fine. It's like, why deal with the business if you don't have to?
That's true.
You know?
Any business now, to tell you the truth, it's like, why deal with it if you don't have to?
It's true.
Well, I know it really is. It's such of a tough business, and said this several times on this podcast. I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, I got a great investment idea in a movie," the first answer from you is "F you,"
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're not. You will lose.
Yes.
You will lose.
Yep.
I'm sorry. It is just really, really brutal.
That's how people are with money now. I guess maybe they always have been bad, but it's the worst. That people are incredibly greedy now.
Well, they're enamored. Well, in the case of Hollywood, I think that your would-be investors are enamored with Hollywood, with stars and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But you also got to remember when Tom Cruise did, and I'm not knocking Tom. I love Tom Cruise, and I love the last Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
And he sticks part of his own money. He's a producer. I mean, and there's a reason he gets pissed off on set, during the pandemic if you weren't wearing your damn mask or whatever. But that picture cost $400 million.
Woo!
Yikes.
How do you make that back?
Wait a minute. What cost 400
The
million?
last Mission Impossible cost
What?
reportedly $400 million.
How?
I don't doubt it. I mean, all those
God.
props.
look
I mean,
at-
they have to like shut down
Well,
trains.
yeah, the problem with that was the pandemic thing. And remember, those last two pictures were supposed to be back to back.
Yeah.
Because the seventh one underperformed, they kind of step back and say, okay, we got to do something here to make it again.
How about
I
not
think
make
the
one?
only guy that maybe a slim chance of possibly investing in this actually was proven with Avatar 3 that even that
Yeah.
1.4 billion is a lot of money, but he also sunk $400 million into the picture. James Cameron.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, it's ungodly, and you got to remember too, when you have these movies with these big stars and they get back end participation, so they see the cut of the ticket sales or the profit before anybody else does. So a movie could make hundreds of millions of dollars, but still be in the red because they're paying the big name director or the big name actor. They got a profit participation in it. So yeah, it's one business that, again, I'm glad to be outside looking in.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Mhm.
just take care of my own little backyard here. Maybe keep my own damn bills paid. I don't want to, sink my money into something in the hopes that it might earn me a penny or two.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty wise.
Same with the restaurant business.
Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's
Someday
always
we'll
been
be
a
able to
slim
tell us.
margin. And you're talking about the pandemic and then the situation here with the ICE people coming in and how restaurants suffered from that and all that stuff. So I'm not going to get into the whole ICE thing or politics, but yeah.
No.
But speaking of investing money in movies, it seems to me that Paramount knows enough, in addition to buying Warner Brothers Discovery, that, okay, if you spend $40 million on Scream 7, you're likely going to make your money back. Because it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know why people keep going to these movies. I screened it,
Yeah.
and it's a Hammer movie. It's a 3 out of 10. It's
Okay.
That's
if
not
I were a
good.
nice person, I would say it's dull and uninformed. But if I'm a mean person, I'd say it's lazy and stupid.
Oh.
Right.
It is just so much of the same wash, rinse, repeat BS with the who's Ghostface now? Who's under the mask? And they
Yeah.
find who it is and they kill him, and then somebody else puts on the mask and they chase people around and they stab them. And oh my God, I just, this series, just put it down, man. Just put it down.
Chase people around and stab them. Well, that sounds like
Yeah,
a good movie.
What happened?
Honest to God, I think that it's like part of the appeal is, hey, I got a great idea for this new creative way to eviscerate somebody. And
How
you see
exciting.
that. Yeah, that's new. Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that done before. Yeah, that's new, but it's also gross to look at. And it is honestly quite frightening because people lose their shit once in a while and go nuts and do things. And yeah, this is just, it's like, I can't do this because we're on camera, but hello, Tommy and Catherine. I'm the ghost face guy behind the mask.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
many times we gotta frickin' hear that crap, man?
Yep. Why don't we take a quick break? Be right back in just a couple of seconds, all right?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Sure.
You've heard me and my family rave about fresh, dry snacks, and we and the grandkids love them. No question about that. Fresh, dry snacks are real food. There's no junk at all. Made with real fruits, real vegetables, real ingredients, not powders, not fillers, not fried snacks. What's on the label is what's in the bag. It's called the Fresh Dry Difference. They use a proprietary fresh dry process. They dry for flavor, not longevity. The result, real crunch, real nutrients, no frying, no oils. Right now, they offer 5 veggie blends, 12 different fruit options, 6 granola bite flavors. Go to freshdrysnacks.com and use code Barnard, Barnard, for 10% off your first order. Shipping is always free on orders over $100. Want to try them this week? Find them at the Home and Garden Show at the Minneapolis Convention Center and stop by their booth to try some. Oh, we're rocking out, man.
Alex, you should go to the Home and Garden Show because your kids could eat samples enough to offset any cost of getting it.
Very
Let's
true.
go eat the food.
They love
Come
those
for the
fresh-
convention, stay for the food.
They
Yep.
love they love.
I see
fresh
on the
dried
comments
snacks.
here, LOL like Halloween. Yes, Scream 7 is like Halloween because when they rebooted this one, they got Jamie Lee Curtis to come back and they worked in her daughter and The Shape, the Michael Myers guy with the Bill Shatner mask. Now all of a sudden he's going after Laurie Strode and her daughter. Well, in this one, Nev Campbell is back after sitting out the picture because they offered her to, that's the whole thing. She was pissed off because they just offered her very little. And she's really kind of the face of the franchise. So she sat it out. And then the complexion of the whole 7 film changed. So they got her back for a tidy sum. And the storyline is that she's in hiding because obviously traumatized by a guy with a Scream mask chasing around for 5 movies. She's the Ghostface finds out her location, and her daughter is now 17, the same age that Nev Campbell was in 1996 when they did that picture. So it's like, I'm gonna kill both of you now.
Oh, God.
It's like, okay, so
All right.
it's
You know
like
my least
the
favorite
old
thing is-
Halloween part last route with that one.
My least favorite thing about movies like that, especially where the killer isn't some supernatural entity, is there's always a scene where they end up disabling or knocking down the killer or whatever, and the killer's like knocked out or something. And what do? They run away. Like, take a brick and finish the job already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, then there can't be another remake.
Exactly. That's why
I think it was either 6 or 5. The person who, in my opinion, undeservedly won the Best Actress Oscar last year, Mikey Madison. Demi Moore should have frickin' won.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mikey Madison is not that tall. She was one of the Ghostface killers. And it's funny how these people, when they're so empowered when they put on these costumes, how they can just kick ass all over the place and throw these people down. Doesn't matter if they're a foot tall or whatever. They just throw them down. But you're right. Everybody in Hollywood is short. So maybe,
Yeah,
it
they
is
are.
a little easier than we thought. But here they actually bring back a couple legacy characters that died in the past, but they find a creative way of doing it. So, they've done that before, though. And it's just, God, you could say, well, let's end the series. We could go on to 8. Or what they'll end up doing is wait a couple years. Now, this movie's really going to have to lose its ass for that to happen. But wait a couple years and then reboot it and then just start the whole story over again like they're doing with Harry Potter. Because they're doing a Harry Potter series on HBO Max,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, it's just creatively bankrupt. It just can't come out. And your independent films, your great films, again, Blue Eyed Girl, Minnesota Made, Marissa Coughlan, it's just a human story that you can relate to and you can watch it, and it's like, that's a great film. But it's the sort of film that you probably are not going to get a big studio to invest in, because it's like, well, we got to see so many people getting killed, and we got to have big stars in it that
Yeah.
we're going to sell tickets, and half the time they don't sell tickets, and all that sort of BS. So, yeah.
Is it getting really, really bad? From what I understand, fewer and fewer and fewer people are going to movie theaters now. The longer it's been going on, I guess the worse it gets. Is that what you hear?
Well, I know that, when they do month by month comparisons, it was last October, I believe, October of 2025 was the lowest attended month in 27 years,
Oh, see,
apart
that
from the
breaks my heart.
pandemic.
What happened
Yeah,
27 years prior? Because, I mean, that would have been the mid-'90s, and I thought that was like the golden age of going to the theater.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's just
kids movies still do all right though, don't they?
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And, well, Lilo and Stitch and Zootopia 2 were two of the highest grossing pictures last year.
Yeah, 'cause
And
it is
Avatar.
fun. It is fun to
Avatar.
bring your
Them in
kids.
theaters.
No, there you go.
Yeah, it's fun. To
Yeah,
bring the
so
kids.
you're gonna have your Super Mario Galaxy, and you're gonna have your Toy Story 5, and
Mm-hmm.
there's another one coming up. It looks like an Easter movie, Hoppers, that
Hopper?
you will get families into theaters.
There's a
But
Steph Curry movie out right now that's animated.
Huh.
A what?
Steph Curry, the basketball player.
yeah, that's
Oh.
right, Goat,
Directed Goat. Yep.
Goat,
Goat.
Sage
and
really wants to see that.
that started off at number 2 because it opened opposite Wuthering Heights, but then last weekend it was number 1. So they have legs, these movies too. That's the other thing. I mean, these family movies, if they don't want to fight a crowd, one of the few movies where you actually would fight a crowd, say, well, let's just go on the second weekend. And then as it turns out, I mean, the box office was terrific. So, but still, a lot of movies like that will only be out in theaters for a month or 5 weeks before they're available on streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I always throw out, if a good movie on premium video on demand, PVOD, will cost you anywhere from $19.99 to $29.99 to buy,
I know.
or
It's ridiculous.
$14.99 to $24.99 to rent for 48 hours. You're thinking, God, that's a lot of money. But how much money do you spend at a theater?
Yeah.
And you're in a controlled environment. You don't
Right.
have to worry about cell phones and yakking and obnoxious people and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
So
Right.
it is actually a pretty good deal if you think about it. If you got a family of 4 that's going to spend $25 on a movie rental for 48 hours, that's not bad. That's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
True.
So that's hurting the industry. I mean, that is definitely hurting the theatrical industry. So the whole push is to have that bigger window between PVOD and theatrical and PVOD.
Well,
But
next
a lot
year,
of times it'll be after only a month before they're on digital.
I think we're going to be seeing the highest ROI movie of all time come out, the Bluey movie.
Ah,
That is going to make $1 trillion,
yes, it will.
and it's not going to cost much to make because it's animated, and it's animated in a somewhat cheap way. It looks good,
Yeah.
but it's not hand drawn, so it's easy to make. And I don't think these voice actors are making insane amounts of money quite yet. So
No,
Well,
they're
no.
not.
The writer, it's the last thing he's doing.
yeah,
apparently,
that's it for
after
Bluey.
the-
I think.
They're carrying on Bluey because Disney
Oh.
finally. I was told this. Disney bought it
Oh.
because it used to be like it would play on Disney, but it was like they licensed it.
Yeah,
but it
from
was owned
Queensland, I think,
by
like the government of Queensland or something. owned
something
it?
weird. Yeah, but now Disney has bought it, and so it's going to be like in the Disney parks, and they're going to have Disney writers because the writer, the guy that's always written all the Bluey stuff, he's like, I will do the movie and then I'm done. But they're going to keep it going, so it'll just be interesting to see if it continues to be what it has been. Or
Did
not.
they
Bluey's going to
did-
sing I Am Groot, and I'm going to.
Well, if Disney's doing it, it might end up getting a $200 million budget.
That's
I
true.
mean, they've spent $200 million on animated pictures before, believe
I
me.
know nobody wants that from Bluey.
No, it's supposed to be
No.
like wholesome and
Yeah, that's not what anyone wants to see. If that's what happens, then people will be disappointed. I
think so too.
Because
It's-
the whole
Big
point
Dave-
of the movie is that it's like simple and sweet.
Yeah, it's charming.
Yeah.
It's-
Big Dave 13 is asking, do you go any other time besides screenings? Actually, yes. I do just because of where I'm located. And it's a matter of driving 2 hours back and forth altogether.
Yeah, to
And,
see a screener.
and for free for the free screening, or just going locally, which I do. And in fact, last night, because Scream 7 did not screen in advance, I didn't have a choice. 8:30 at night, maybe. Now this is out in the sticks, well, Monticello. It's still maybe 10 people
Oh,
for a
Really?
nighttime screen. Now this is a preview screening.
wow,
Though.
that's not very many.
Again, I tell people, if you want to go without any interference, any noise, go to a Thursday preview, because that's where generally your smallest crowds are at. A lot of people don't even know the pictures are out on Thursday night. But yeah, a lot
Right.
of studios will start them as early as 2 o'clock on Thursday to get people in the door. And yeah, so I it's fun to go to screenings once in a while, see old friends and stuff like that. But I think the last one I actually did that for was Wicked, the last Wicked one.
Alex, did they say if it's going to be in, if Disney's going to do a Bluey thing, are they going to remake something? Or because they never add anything, they've got all this land in Disney World and they don't ever add anything.
Yeah.
They just reimagine something.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's as far as like
Oh,
the Bluey Land is going to be here and this is the
Okay.
plan for it.
Oh,
But like
all right.
now that Disney has the rights to it, they can do whatever they want with it, really.
that's right.
Well, yeah,
So-
Disney has always been is just as much about marketing as it is in the
Yeah.
product, and it's smart. I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's probably talking about investments on Disney's behalf, because they have a gajillion dollars. To buy Bluey probably was a great business move.
Oh God, Bluey makes so much money, and like I said, it's not a big budget thing. So every dollar they make is a dollar of profit.
But then again, they also bought Star Wars, and that's waned. And we're finally getting another Star Wars picture with the Mandalorian and Grogu this summer. The first Star Wars film in 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, since not Rogue One, was it?
It was the Rise of Skywalker. It was the last of
Made one since then? Huh.
Yeah, I think it's 2019.
Wow.
Oh my God,
Jeez.
yeah, longer than 6 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, about 6 years, 7 years.
No,
But and mostly they have TV shows that. This is sad. I used to love Star Wars. I don't watch the Star Wars shows anymore. It's just,
Yeah.
I never watched it.
creatively, it's just
Yeah.
not there
I
for me
watched-
anymore.
Yeah, ever since Jean-Luc Picard left, I didn't like him
That's
anymore.
Star Trek, but
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Wrong.
One of those. One of those.
Okay, I guess I never did watch Star Wars, except for the original movie. That's
Yeah,
the one with the Chewbacca and all that, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I haven't
Um,
watched any of them past that.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
they
last
also
one.
bought Pixar, and Pixar was a cash cow for them for a long time, and that has suffered greatly in the past few years. But Toy Story 5, again,
Yeah, that's going to be
Oh.
you always
huge.
have your fail safe in there, and
hope it's
you
good.
got to believe, to get Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, all these people to voice their roles again,
Mhm.
pony up.
But they,
Well-
one of them died, didn't they? One of the voices.
Well,
yeah,
some
some
have.
people.
I mean, Rickles. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Right,
Rickles was part
Rickles.
of that's
Potato
right.
Head, yeah, he's dead. And John Carney, whatever it is, the voice of Slinky Dog, Ernest.
Yeah.
Oh,
He died a long
And
time.
the guy Ned Beatty, he was lots of hugging bear.
Lots of hugging bear.
Oh yeah.
He was,
yeah,
he was
okay.
actually an
Yeah,
evil
like
SOB.
weird
Lots of
Bob
hugging
Bob.
bear.
He was scary.
Yeah, well, he was meant to be.
Yeah, so
Barney,
he
yeah.
passed away. But yeah, I don't even know. I mean, a good movie, you're not going to say, you don't want to sit there and say, boy, Tom Hanks sounds great. You want to believe
Yeah.
that this doll
Right.
is coming to
Yeah,
life.
it's supposed to be
Yeah.
Woody. It's not supposed to be Tom Hanks.
Mhm.
Right.
Did you
But,
see the promo shot where Woody has a bald? He's going bald. Like as a
No.
yeah, like I think a kid like rubbed some of the hair off the top of his head, so he has like a bald
No,
spot
yeah.
now. And
that's funny.
it's
That's great. That's taking it forward just a little notch. I mean, that's
Mhm.
reality in a way. Who was it? Oh, yeah, but talk about another disaster. they did a movie called Lightyear, which
Yes.
is a prequel story to Toy
Oh,
Story.
yeah.
Well, it's not a
Wasn't it
Chris
prequel. It's
Evans
about.
voiced him.
It's a show inside the Toy Story universe. So it's like it's a
Right.
show based on the toy. So it's a show within a show. It's not actually like in the same universe.
One wasn't
Right.
it like live action?
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
No, it was animated.
What? I thought it was
But
live.
don't put that past them, Alex, to do that next.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing with all their princess property.
Weirdly, but it looked really
Yeah, it was
real or
realistic.
something.
They didn't look
Yeah,
like
Like it
toys.
was really strange. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, it was
The
a
big
it was-
controversy was, well, why not use Tim Allen's voice? Why Chris Evans? Chris Evans sounded great and everything like that, but yeah, thankfully they rectified it because they always kind of position it like Toy Story 3, this is the last. Oh wait, we're gonna bring it back for one more, and I think they actually just look at a balance sheet and say, Jesus Christ, we need another Toy Story here.
Yeah. Yep.
We
Bring 'em
need
back.
money.
Bring them back.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So somebody that does a lot of voiceover and, like Tom Hanks, could he copyright his voice, and then if they start using AI in the future, his descendants get the money?
That is a great question, Catherine, because it's already been a couple of years, but he got his lawyers on this whole AI thing, and he has basically given permission for them to use his likeness as an AI character or voice from here to Kingdom Come.
Okay.
So some actors are doing that. Actually, James Earl Jones
Oh,
did
yeah.
the same thing so he could take care of
Yeah.
all of his family
Mhm.
with the voice of Darth Vader. Now, whether that actually applies to Mufasa, I'm not sure, but I know for sure that AI can recreate Vader from here till
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering about that, because it is their own voice. It shouldn't just be able to be stolen.
they're fighting it. They're fighting it so hard. But let's remember something here. The last contract was 3 years ago, where they thought they had these AI provisions and all that stuff. Think about how much technology is
Right.
changing, and filmmakers are saying, AI could be a useful tool, not to replace people, but to speed up the process. So you're seeing more filmmakers embrace it and all that sort of stuff. Now there's another contract coming out. Is there going to be another strike because there's going to be a bigger push for AI?
Oh.
They can, it's like a Band-Aid. They can solve these problems for short periods of time. So if they come to some sort of agreement, the Screen Actors Guild and the Directors Guild, now Christopher Nolan is the head of the Directors Guild, and he's pushing for a 5-year deal because 3 years just doesn't seem like enough.
Mhm.
But, okay, they strike a deal today, but in 5 years when the technology is, God knows where it's going to be.
Right.
It's from now till the end of time, it's going to be a bunch of infighting as far as the use of AI.
Wow.
Yeah.
The use of AI is kicking ass on like publications and stuff, because as you know, when you do a Google search, it will pull from everywhere and give you a Google result. So instead of clicking on an article, you can just say, oh, I got the AI version of this. I don't need to go any further. So that might cut down on traffic if you're talking about that sort of thing. The search engine and all that stuff, they fully embraced AI, but you have to remember, they could be pulling from inaccurate sources.
They do all the time. Yeah.
They
Yes.
do all the time.
So
I've
the
even,
answer you're getting is not entirely accurate. So I would just say, click on those damn articles. Click on, AI can be so damaging in so many different ways. So, and the Hollywood thing is just one part of it.
Yeah, I've even asked AI. I'm like, your sources are biased. How do you? Why don't you go to another source and bring me, another opinion? And they're like, no, we're not interested in doing that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'll say, yeah, we're biased. It's a biased article. We know this.
What can you do?
So it's like, how good is an extrapolation for you if they're just going to parrot and something I can find on mainstream media? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, one good thing is they do provide you links
Yeah.
different places that they
Yeah.
pulled from. So then you can decide for yourself whether this is actually accurate or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously that's the biggest concern amongst, reporters and writers and, everybody in my field right now is that, and they're so against it. That's what the great part about it is. I mean, if there is any sort of union in journalism, it is, we cannot let AI replace and write the articles for us. I mean, so
Yeah.
at least there's some protections from the publications out there to just talk to the hand. And people, they actually have technology to read your articles to tell if it's AI, because some people just out there are lazy.
Wow.
And they'll just pull some from AI and say they wrote it. And but there's also technology to say, oh, that looks like it was generated from AI.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are at least right now huge protections again, to protect people because it's jobs,
Sure.
Lots of jobs.
Yeah.
All right, Pally, it's going to do it for another week. We'll talk to you next week, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, next week I'm going to have an interesting one. It's called The Bride. It's it's a Bride of Frankenstein movie set in the 1930s in Chicago. It's like The Bride of Frankenstein meets Bonnie and Clyde. Christian Bale as the monster.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been looking forward to that one for a while, haven't you?
Well, look, I love creativity. I love originality. But Jesus, this looks like, boy, this might be a stretch for me. But who knows? Next week I'll tell you whether I love it or whether it should be the bride part last.
Okay.
Bride part last. I love it. What
There you
was
go,
that
baby.
again?
Have a great weekend.
What was that again?
That was Halloween part last.
Halloween part last. That's right. I forgot about that.
And one coming up, I have to tell you quick. There's a new version of The Mummy coming up.
Oh boy.
God.
I wonder if there's going to be that. Do you think there's going to be that line in there, Tommy, about the mummy?
Probably.
How you
not.
can't outrun a mummy.
How you can outrun a mummy. That was at, I believe, the Capri Theater.
Yep.
And this guy gets caught by a mummy.
I
The
know.
mummy
He
chases
can
him,
barely
catches him.
move.
I know.
And
You
the
want
way
to
back.
seriously, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Check out the trailer. It is freaking scary. And this is the sort of mummy that's going to catch your ass. This is not one of these, you can't outrun a mummy. This sucker, it looks scary. And I don't say that often about trailers.
Yeah.
This is like, oh, God, this is creepy.
Well, let me say this, sir. I don't know who you were at the Capri Theater back in the day, but I laughed for about 3 weeks after you said, how you can't outrun a mummy. It was
Also,
Laugh
that
of lifetime, man. Decades. It's one of my all-time favorite lines that stories you shared with me.
It was the great. Well, going to the movies on West Broadway in North Minneapolis was a different deal. It was always fun. They didn't put up with anybody's BS, which I really liked. But it was always people talking to the screen, but that was part of going to those theaters.
Sure.
Yeah,
Because you knew people would be talking back to the screen,
yeah,
which is fine.
yeah.
And I'll close with this. I made a huge mistake. I was 16 or 17 years old, and I put my warm-up jacket on from a basketball team I was playing on. The entire movie, Barnard, because it said it on the back of the jacket. Barnard! The whole movie. It was like, oh, God. Whatever.
That's the sort of thing that turns into a nightmare.
Yes,
Yeah.
no
Wake up
question.
being, "But
You
no."
never know.
Barnard. All right, Pally, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, have a good weekend.
Thanks a lot. We'll be right back in 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a second to talk about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. As a business owner, you're always looking for opportunities to grow, and that's where North American Banking Company can help. Their business banking team offers tailored solutions, whether you're expanding your team, opening a new location, or upgrading equipment. Because they're locally owned, loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities, which means faster approvals and more flexibility to meet your needs. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, why not bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabankco.com to learn more. I will make a report here, ladies and gentlemen, very important. Every time that I go to read a live commercial, Jude comes over and starts licking my leg.
No, he just is saying that the podcast is over, sir.
Okay, Jude, that's good now.
Hello.
He loves to lick my
He
legs.
does. He's a weirdo.
I don't get it.
He knows how to be
Maybe
annoying.
They look like Easter hams, maybe. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, any closing words?
Any stories to tell? Anything to share?
Colin's starting to communicate somewhat. He's not
what?
talking. He still isn't saying any words, but he's doing complex signs. He's saying like more food and that sort of thing. So, hey.
There you go.
Something.
A little bit of communication. And like lately when I've been walking in the door, he goes, so excited that I walk in the door. He sounds like a monkey.
A monkey. He's got the monkey voice.
Last night I got together with one of my friends who has a almost 4-month-old baby, and he was doing the I will not sleep. I'm exhausted, but I won't
so much.
Oh yeah.
And I were like, she was hoping he would just sleep the whole time because she and I got takeout and we're eating, and then we're gonna rhinestone a bunch of Fawn's costumes for dance. And she's like, he'll just probably sleep the whole time, but he would not fall asleep. And at one point I picked him up and I was like, I'm going to get you to fall asleep. We're going to go in this dark room. And I was talking to him because he was just staring at me, no, I won't do it. And I was talking, and I was just, what are you doing? And he laughed for the first time at me.
Oh.
She was like, oh my gosh, that's his first laugh.
Oh,
I was just like, you have to go to sleep. What are you doing? And he was like,
I love baby laughs.
Yeah, I remember the first time Colin laughed. It was just out of nowhere. He was still very, very young, and Ethan started throwing a toy around, and Colin just started laughing his ass off. Never had laughed before in his life, but he's laughing now.
This
all of a
is
sudden.
the time.
Joe wants to know what logo is on your tumbler, Alex.
What?
Your watery
Your water bottle?
Logo's not even showing. It's a Hydro Flask.
Hydro Flask.
It's very large, 40 ounces.
Hydro Flask.
I actually did want to know quick. So we talk about how you grew up with everyone talking to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I notice our family does that too. When we're watching a movie at home, I don't know about your family, Alex, but when we were kids and we watch a movie at home, we'd always talk about it and that sort of thing. We wouldn't yell at the screen, but we'd talk about what was going on the screen and stuff like that. We didn't just sit there and watch all quiet.
No, at home, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, do people, when they watch movies at home, do you usually not talk? Do you stay silent, or do you talk about it with each other? Or
I use the pause button a lot. We just, as soon as Dad starts asking something about what's going on or has a comment, I just put the pause button on.
Here, it had to be my fault.
No, I'm just saying. If I want to tell him something, I put the pause button on, because it's sometimes oh, I think we must have missed something while we were having a conversation, because this doesn't make any sense anymore, and I don't want to have to rewind it. So it's just easier to pause it and talk.
That will do it. We will see you and talk to you on Monday.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Every time I hear the sing, reminds me how you talk.